Hi guys, we have our playtester Kevin and game designer.
Hello.
And we have Chris.
Hi guys.
And this is Eat, Drink, and Curl. We've set up the game here and we have all of our components laid out on the table. Over here we have our player scorecard, as you can see, with our player tokens. And we have our consumption cards, which are necessary to play, and our dice on both sides, both matching the color scheme of our rock tokens. We also have our special actions cards, and we have the hammer, and we have our curlers. Now I'm going to give these fine gentlemen a moment to set up their play area and get all the components together, and we'll walk you through a quick round of Eat, Drink, and Curl. Now these gentlemen are shuffling up their cards and laying out their curlers as necessary.
What wait till it comes?
Sharon McClink.
2, 3, 5.
Don Barlow. 5 for you. 2, 3.
So right now these guys are
6,
calculating
2,
the number of specials they get by
have really
what's
bad
on
curlers.
what's on the curlers. Well, definitely Kevin's doing well, but yeah, here's the specials are labeled on the top of the card. These are our top and bottom positions for our dice, and each curler has a name, and it also has characteristics that they do better if they're half cut, if they're sober, or if they've been drinking a bit too much while they're playing. And these gentlemen will roll to see who gets the hammer.
Rolls who gets hammer, Chris. 6.
5.
Okay.
Kevin gets the hammer.
Yes.
And that means Chris goes
cheated
first
on that
because
one.
the hammer always has the strategic advantage.
Yes.
So now what the players are doing is they're determining which of these consumption cards they're going to lay on top of their curlers, and they will use the result of that card during gameplay to determine whether or not they score a point.
Let's show the camera what the consumption
Sure.
cards are.
Yeah, I haven't.
We have the top position. In this case, this is a beer, and the bottom position is food, typically Chinese, because that is traditional for curling. We also have, you see here, the food is at the top position, and here we've got something neutral like coffee. And then that, and if you get that if you're sober or half cut.
Okay.
So the players have laid down their consumption cards, and now they're going to roll their dice.
Yes. Beautiful.
Now that they've rolled their dice, they're going to place the dice on the corners of the cards,
Yes.
and they're going to check to see the cards that they played. When I say corners of the cards, I mean the curlers. So as you can see, Chris is now placing one die of his on each of his curlers, and Kevin is doing the same. And once they're done placing these dice, they will then place the remaining dice on their opponent's cards to continue gameplay. So the dice are placed. As you can see, we've got some tying and some that are different. And the idea is that if you place a higher value in one of the top or the bottom position, the top or the bottom position on the card would be selected when you play. And that would help you score somewhere during the round.
Point out that the cards have a way up and down.
Yes, I've already
Indicated
done
by
it. Now we play the special cards, and these actually add the zing factor and the surprise factor while the players are playing. So the player who does not have the hammer goes first. So he's going to decide whether or not he's playing a special. Chris has played a special. He's playing a woe, and he's going to change the value of one of his dice up, or no, down. You can't change a 1 to a 0, so I don't know. Or he said remove it. Okay, Chris played Hurry Hard on his card, and he's increased the die up by 1. Kevin, are you playing or passing?
I'm playing.
Okay.
I'm going to injure his curler, which knocks him
one?
out for the entire round.
His
I'm injuring
Gwennifer
Gwenfer.
Jones. Okay.
Pass.
I pass.
And now they're going to flip over their consumption cards and figure out what state of mind their curlers are in when they
State
threw
of
their rocks,
intoxication.
and figure out how to score.
Which
And-
gives me blue, red.
Yeah, and as they to figure out which, if they were in the higher or the lower part of the card, it determines the points that they get for each curler. So as you can see here, the red one was picked, and they got a +1 point for the round.
For this curler.
So I have,
And Chris is doing the exact same thing. All right, Chris scored 1 point total, and you scored?
4.
So so player 1 gets a score of 3 for that end.
Yeah.
And then they basically reset and start again. And that is basically how you play Eat, Drink, and Curl. You play until you play a number of rounds. Good game. Looks like Kevin won this end.
One card for the next round.